Hello and thank you for making an Adoorn purchase. Today we'll be assembling the wall mount large item. Obviously here today we do not have carpet, but we recommend assembling on either carpet, rug, or a blanket to prevent scratches. For assembly, we recommend using a drill with a Phillips head attachment, or you can use a standard Phillips head screwdriver. Before we get started, make sure to organize and sort your hardware before you begin your assembly. Now, let's get started. For step one, we'll be assembling the front panel to the two side panels. Now it's easiest to start this step by laying all of the panels flat, but here we've assembled one of the side panels to start. We'll then take the other side panel and insert the front panel by lining it up and inserting it into the metal gap. To complete step one, we first need to flip up the mailbox and get it ready to assemble the screws in the side panels. Now we'll take our screwdriver and assemble the assembly screws in each of these holes down both of the side panels for the top opening door and the bottom opening door. For step two, now we're going to assemble the bottom panel onto the mailbox. Now it's best to flip the mailbox over so you can easily access the bottom for assembly here. We've already done that, and you can see that we've also put on the start of 6 wing nuts, halfway screwed on to the screw heads that are already on the mailbox. Once those are on, we then drop in the bottom panel, where it fits in just like so, onto the wing nuts. Once seated in, you go inside the mailbox and tighten the wing nuts that are here by hand. Now it will be a little bit tight, but that's okay because the mailbox is designed to prevent water from getting inside. Once all of those 6 wing nuts are screwed in, we'll then use our screwdriver with our assembly screws to assemble 3 assembly screws in the very back of the bottom panel. Now this step will be complete. For this next step, we'll be assembling the back onto the mailbox. Now we flip the mailbox back over from the previous step so that we're ready to assemble it. For the back, it's important to note that the orientation needs to have the 1 single hole at the top and the 3 smaller holes at the bottom. We'll simply take the back panel, seat it into the mailbox, and then go on the inside and assemble our assembly screws across both sides on the top and the bottom. Then the step will be complete. For step 4, we're going to be assembling the top panel. Now for this step, we found that it's easiest to insert the 4 screws halfway before putting on the top. Once those are halfway screwed in, we're going to drop our top panel onto the mailbox, like so. Then to complete this step, we'll go back inside and screw in the 4 screws the rest of the way. For step 5, we're going to attach the top door using the hinge screws. Simply take the door, line up the holes, and use your screwdriver to attach those hinge screws. For this step, we're going to install the anti-theft protective panel. Now all we need to do is take these 6 different screw holes, line them up with the top inner door, and use your assembly screws to attach in each of these locations. When you do this, you'll want to make sure to install your mail clip with one of the assembly screws in a location that you choose. Once you have all 6 screws inserted, this step is done. For our final step, we're going to install the bottom entry door. For this step, all we need to do is line up the hinge with the holes at the bottom of the mailbox and use our hinge screws with the screwdriver to attach all 10 screws along the bottom. Now to use your wall mount large that it's fully assembled, the mail carrier or delivery person simply inserts a package or delivery, and then when you're ready to get it, take your key, insert and open the bottom door, take out your delivery when you're ready to get it. Installation instructions for assembly onto the wall are online and in your printed user guide with the product.